Dude, when I got this phone, I had an iPhone 8.
Right.
And it had worked until
fine.
forever. And then it took a huge shit.
Right.
And nothing was, weirdly enough, I was watching porn when it like crapped out. And I was like watching it and it just like started doing the thing where like a white screen would just drop like a veil in front of it. And I was like, what is this? And
are you guys telling me something?
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was like, what is this? I was like, yo, are you saying I've had enough? I don't think I have. Yeah. I don't think I have.
Did I officially max out on
Dude,
porn?
that's what I thought. I finished all the porn. I'm like, I finally did.
I finally did. Holy shit.
Dude, I'm going to see the credits of porn.
Right.
All the credits.
I finally did it.
I was like, wow, should I get something for this? I should get something. I fucking took my phone to T-Mobile and I'm like, hey, I just want to let you know my phone keeps shutting off. And all the people working there, like, weirdly enough, I'm the oldest person in that building at the time.
Right.
So I walk in.
Probably still are.
Probably, yeah, dude. It was just like, I put my phone down. The lady looks at it. She's like, ooh, what is this? And I was like, it's an iPhone. What are you talking about? She's like, yeah, what model? I was like,
she'd never even seen it before.
Dude, I said iPhone 8. She's like, oh, when did you get it? I'm like, when the iPhone 8 came out. And she was like, where did you get it? I'm like, from this T-Mobile. Right. What is the fucking turnaround? And it's like, how do you not know? It's like, I guarantee my name's on file. I'm like, I sound like an old fucking man.
Of course.
That's the worst
old
part.
Old man hollers at clouds.
Dude, I'm just like,
yo, I get it. I get it.
Fucking piece of shit. And I was hollering at the cloud.
Dude, like, listen, I don't care about politics, any of that horse shit. I was watching a video on Instagram. A dude goes to college campus and goes, who blew up the World Trade Center? And no one knew. Everyone's like, I don't know, ISIS? Man. No one could get it. But then someone made a comment, goes, hey, they were little kids when this happened. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. There's nothing worse, dude.
Yeah,
the bar I work at, I'll ID somebody and I'll see that they're born in 2000. And I'm like, this is gross.
That hurts.
I was like,
a little bit.
I was like, you don't even know anything.
You know nothing.
You know nothing.
Right. Born in 99.
You're a fucking piece of shit,
That's
Dylan.
Crazy, dude.
You don't even remember MTV fucking Spring Break Cancun. You don't even remember it, dude.
Who was the real tall, lanky guy that was like homeless that became a VJ?
You're talking about Jesse?
Yeah. Like, you don't even remember Jesse.
You don't even remember Jesse, dude.
You don't remember that guy, dude. Like, how did that guy get a job? And I'm a loser in life currently still. Look, how did that guy get a job on it?
Dude, the search for I Want to Be a VJ was the dumbest thing in the world. And the worst part was I knew that Jesse guy was going to win.
Sure.
And I was like, look at this fucking weird dude.
I wonder what's going on with that guy right now.
So it's funny. I looked him up. It's funny you say that. A couple months ago, I saw like a thing on YouTube like, where are they now? Jesse the VJ. I'm like, where is that guy now?
Yeah.
Apparently.
There's no way that guy doesn't live under a bridge somewhere.
Apparently he lives with his parents now.
Okay, that checks.
But that's because he had like a full-blown mental breakdown like after being a VJ, because like I guess you have
no skills left.
Yeah, it's like what do you do? They also stopped doing videos on MTV.
Yeah, right.
It's like, what do you do now? I don't know what to do. And that's something though that I would never not put on a resume though.
For sure.
I would always be like, yeah, you may have recognized me.
Even when he applies at to
get a job at AutoZone. Just
I was a VJ. Like, you know what? Put him at the front desk.
Yeah, put him up front. Tell everyone where the spray paint is and where the decals are. You're a decal guy.
You know what's funny though? The person hiring him probably never seen MTV.
Dude,
fucking either. They have videos on MTV?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I would tell people about videos that I'd seen. The craziest video, and I remember it to this day. And I didn't know what it was because I was like a little kid when I saw it. But looking back, and I'm like, man, that is a wild-ass video to have the balls to put on MTV. Madonna's Like a Prayer.
Oh, yeah.
Is a wild-ass video to play on MTV. Dylan, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Do you remember the video for The Prodigy, Smack My Bitch Up?
Dude!
Oh, that's the best video of all time.
The unedited video of Smack My Bitch Up
is the best video of all time.
Dude, the end?
Yes,
the twist
of course.
At the end?
Yes.
So fucking good.
Best video of all
Dylan,
time.
you have no idea what that is.
Dylan probably don't even know what that fucking song is.
Do you even know who The Prodigy is, Dylan?
No, I don't know that song.
God damn it, dude. They got real big with Breathe the Pressure.
Yes.
They were gigantic. And then they followed it up with Firestarter, another banger.
Oh, yeah.
And then Smack My Bitch Up was an amazing
That
video.
that was the Hiroshima.
It was so good. It was so good. You know who had another wild video that it got banned from MTV2? And I remember because I was like, I thought the band, because I'd seen them live, American Head Charge.
Okay, I remember that.
So
they got a banned video?
They got a banned video, and the reason they got banned.
American Head Charge feels like, what's that band nowadays? That's like, it feels like Monster Energy drink is shooting out of the speakers.
Oh my God, fuck. That's exactly what American Head Charge is.
But back then, they're the new
monster.
then.
Yes.
What's the name of that band? It feels like
Fuck.
Monster Energy drink.
Dude, now you're killing me.
They're actually talented musicians.
Dylan, do you know they're the new band? They're the new band. Do you know who it is?
All right, come on, hold on. Now I gotta
Look it up.
You make me feel like an asshole.
No, I'm not. You brought it up. I'm not making you feel like shit. But anyway, they fucking American Head Charge got a video ban because they were using there was a part in their video they had two actual severed pig heads spinning around, but it was spraying blood, and it was supposed to be like
Avenged Sevenfold.
Avenged Sevenfold.
Am I wrong? No, what's sad? I typed in American metal bands. And I knew that was going to come up.
And Avenged Sevenfold.
It's Pantera, Guns N' Roses, Megadeth, Slipknot, Metallica, Slayer, Avenged Sevenfold.
Wow.
I knew it would come up.
Whoa. Slayer was almost underneath Avenged Sevenfold.
But am I wrong? Doesn't Avenged Sevenfold feel like Monster Energy drink?
They definitely do.
Right.
Those are there's definitely a flat brim band.
Yes.
That's definitely flat brims vans with dark socks that come up to here
Absolutely.
all the time. But yeah, the other thing I remember American Head Charge got in trouble for was, and again, like that's a wild thing to do during a stage performance. And I've seen some crazy things.
Yeah.
Showing up with a loaded, like a shotgun loaded full of blanks, but not telling security, not telling like anybody else. And the lead singer got into started shooting it into the crowd.
Oh, wow.
Now, no one knew what the fuck was going on. I don't think they do, dude.
I have newfound respect for American Head Charge.
Dude, they were like one of those bands, like, what happened to those guys?
Right.
And then you're like, oh, did he just violate like every law in Texas?
Yeah, I could see that.
God damn.
Maybe not in Texas.
You know what? I wonder if there is a blank. I know. Wait, is it still in America? You can rob a bank with a gun full of blanks, and it's still like not armed robbery.
I don't know, but I know if you shoot below the knee, it's not.
It's not attempted murder. Right. Yes,
that's the key.
I know that.
Destroy knees.
That's the whole thing. You know what? I don't know why people aren't shooting each other in the knees anymore.
It's where
not just that. Do you know what Turkish revenge is?
No.
Stabbing someone in the ass.
Dude, I got some real good things like that.
You got some real good Turkish revenge.
No, I want to save it for the podcast.
We're already recording, Shlak.
Are we really?
We've been recording this whole time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Welcome to the Ed Podcast with Ryan Shaner. I'm joined by the one and only Shlak. Thank you so much for being on the fucking show.
Let's not skip a beat off of that Turkish.
Yeah, go into your fucking ass stabbing, motherfucker.
I didn't know we were recording. Yeah, but anyway, you ever hear of a Manhattan transfer?
No, what the fuck is that?
A Manhattan transfer is when it's like two gay dudes and they get like a toilet paper roll, and they both put it in each other's assholes, and one shits the turd into the other guy's asshole. It's called a Manhattan transfer. And then wait, and it was
funny. I was waiting for you to tell me about some cool injury. I was waiting for a stabbing story.
Listen, now that I know that we're recording, we're taking this all the way into the gutter now.
Let's go, dude.
We were talking about
let's get on mass transit.
We were talking about American Head Charge. Now we're talking about Manhattan transfer.
Now we're talking about dudes pooping back and forth into one another's buttholes.
How about
I'm fine with it.
How about a Japanese airliner?
No, what's a Japanese airliner?
You're fucking the girl from behind and you pull her arms out like wings, and then you run her head into the wall over and over and over. It's called a Japanese airliner. What else is there?
I thought that was going to be called a Fine 11.
No, that's good. And how about the Dubai porta potty? That's a good one.
Shlak, inform me.
Oh,
tell me what the Dubai porta potty is.
Well, now that we're recording, the Dubai porta potty, Dubai porta potty is a real thing. That's what's really fucked up. This is a real. I don't know.
Wait. Are you telling me that a Japan airliner isn't a real thing?
It is now. No, but Dubai porta potty. like the sultans overseas in the Middle East, like in Dubai, obviously.
Clearly.
They're getting girls that think they're hot on like, Instagram, like Only Girls fans, and they're paying them millions of dollars to fly them over to shit on their chest, and then they send them home. It's called a Dubai porta potty. Google it.
Now, here's what I'm going to say. Hold on. How much are they paying?
Oh, I don't know. But when you have oil money, dude.
So what I'm saying, put yourself in this situation, Shlak.
Yeah. I don't want to, you know what?
Shlak,
you can put me in a lot of situations. I don't know if I want to be in a Dubai porta potty situation.
No. What I'm saying is, say somehow, somewhere, Dubai Sultan gets hold of you. It's like, look, I know you're busy, man. All I need is I'm going to fly you out first class.
Okay.
First class
right.
to Dubai. I'm going to put you up for 2 nights in a super swank Dubai motherfucking hotel. You can do whatever you want, but one of those days you just got to crap on my chest and then you can go about your business.
Right.
Would you do it?
How many people have to know? It's probably going to go online.
Nobody's got to know.
No one's got to know?
No one's got to know.
Fire it off, dude.
No one's got to know.
I'll paint a target on my chest and everything.
Really? Are they crapping on you? Or they?
No, they're crapping on me.
Oh, I thought it was the girls crapping on them.
No, they hire the girls because
I was living out my fantasy.
No. The girls think that they're, I'm an OnlyFans, blah, blah, blah. They're like, no, listen, honey, you're not hot.
I just need a crap on
I'm going to fly you to Dubai and I'm going to fucking shit on you.
Okay, well, that changes a few things.
Price point wise, the only thing I'm seeing is 30,000.
30,000?
30,000? Is that your number?
To have a guy crap on you?
No, I'm just seeing like a video here. It's these influencers, and it says accepting 30,000 in exchange for shit. The Dubai porta potty story.
30 grand.
Okay, dude, 30 grand. That's a nice down payment on a house.
I'm just saying
how's
right
your house
now,
going right now, Shane?
I'm telling you right now. Turn that 30 grand, squirty grand right off my fucking. Get it wild. If someone was like, no one will ever know about it.
Right.
The only thing I'd have to do is come back to the States and be like, how'd you get 30 grand? It's like, I don't know, man.
Don't worry about it.
Inheritance, I guess. I don't know. I have a Dubai Sultan uncle that I never knew about.
Hey, dude, you want to go to the Middle East on vacation? No, I never want to go there again.
No, I don't. No. I will never go back there. Yeah, that's the only thing stamped on my passport. It was like, why were you in Dubai?
Don't ask about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. All I can tell you is I've got 30 grand free and clear.
Yo, my buddy Shaner, he's a really nice guy. Just don't ever talk to him about Dubai. He's really open for any conversation.
Anybody who brings it up, I'm just like, don't you fucking talk about that shit.
So what do you think about the conflict that's going on in the Middle East? I have no thought.
You know what? I don't give a shit what happens. It's like, you know what?
Bomb the whole place.
I don't care. Get rid of it.
Fuck
Pave it. Pave all of it. Wreck the Taj Mahal. I don't give a shit. Get rid of it. Why? Look, man, I'm just going to say right now, there's a lot of filthy people over there for different reasons. It has nothing to do with their religion. It's just like they got money, man. They're oil barons and they're shitting on people. And you know what they do? They prey on the weak. They prey on the weak and the stupid.
OnlyFans.
And you know what? It's what I went over there for. That does. Then again, man, if I did go to, they're like, look, you can come over here for a week-long vacation. Paid full. You can stay in any hotels you want. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can do that thing. I always
get you a nice robe.
Dude, all those fucking cool shit. Yeah. I also want to whip Bentleys around in the sand like a fucking maniac.
And just when 3 o'clock rolls around on Tuesday, you have an appointment. Your debt must be fulfilled.
I would just slowly walk in like, God damn it.
I thought we were going to talk about wrestling or death metal or Jew tunnels.
No, we can talk about all those things. Also, my new band, Jew Tunnels, is coming. They're pretty good death metal, dude.
I'm sure you probably talked about that on.
No, I have not talked about the Jew tunnels yet. Do you have any insights on those wacky tunnels?
No, I have no idea. But it's funny. I've been busting all my friends' balls that are Jewish. I'm like, you know something, don't you?
Do you know what? I honestly,
you get an email, don't you? You're hip to the fucking. That I ain't getting the inside scoop that I know. You know something.
I have a few Jewish friends, and my one buddy, the guy Dan I was talking about, he's Jewish, and I brought up, I was like, so what's going on with the tunnels, dude? And he literally was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
He pulled a Dubai shit job type of attitude. Like, what are you talking about?
I knew you were going to say that.
I was like, what is going on with that? And he's like, no, honestly, what are you talking about? I was like, oh, this. And I showed him the video. He's like, that is, when the fuck
crazy.
did that happen? I was like, yesterday, man.
I mean, it wouldn't have been a big deal aside from the structural integrity of the buildings that they're digging under. Not the smartest thing on earth, but
build something underground that's like a fucking, diversion. Something underground. Like they get under like, yo, what's up with these Jew tunnels down here? And they get down there. There's a fucking like movie theater. It's like, yeah,
right.
We really like our we need it this way. It's been this way for a long time. We need. It's the only way we can enjoy Casablanca down here. It's just our thing. It's the way we do.
Did you see the fucking guy? There was a guy that was talking that lived in an apartment on the ground floor, and he's like, I keep hearing fucking Yiddish in the ground, and everyone's like, you're fucking crazy, anti-Semitic, you're out of your mind. And then when
vindicated?
I told you,
how
fuckers.
vindicated was that guy?
I was hearing fucking Jewish all the time, and you said I was lying. That's some Alex Jones shit.
Just imagine being the guy he's mowing his lawn. He stops like, I swear to God, my lawn is speaking Yiddish. And they're like, Jerry, stop it already. You live next door to a synagogue. Oh, no.
Not the belt, dude. Not the World XPW Heavyweight Championship.
He's got two of them, dude. These are fucking so heavy. These are way heavier than I thought they would be.
Dude, they're real fucking legit shits.
This is now my whole thing is like anytime I've ever watched, a fair amount of wrestling, I've watched people get like, beamed with these.
You can knock someone the fuck out.
Yeah, I have never held like a real belt before.
You can knock.
You could fucking kill somebody with one of these. This is fucking wild. Like if this fell on a child, lights out on that child.
Problem.
Child, small dog, hamster, any small breed, anything.
That's crazy.
Gone.
Like the Sandman had that, and Axel Rotten, and Messiah, Supreme, Taboo, Shane Douglas. And I'm the longest deathmatch XPW King of the Deathmatch Championship belt holder of all time.
Now, do you
going on like 650 days?
That's fucking amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
That's fucking amazing. Because I know Van Damme held the world television title for almost like a year and a half.
Yeah.
But that's like the longest television title being held ever. That's fucking crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
You know what? We're talking about wrestling now. The one thing that would really pull this whole thing together would be a light, right? But, God forbid you roll out the fucking red carpet. I'm just some piece of shit,
God forbid.
God forbid.
I turn it on
there's a
for
fucking
death match
of the set.
royalty.
God forbid.
And there's a wire hanging out of the top.
You guys start the podcast before I even realize it,
Dude, Danny's going to fucking kill me.
Yeah, he's dude, you know what? I feel bad. I'm going to actually write Danny an email, be like, I couldn't get the light on for Shlak, dude.
Couldn't get the working screen
I couldn't get anything
for the fans. Now they got to use their imagination.
Yeah. Now, here's a question.
Okay.
Since you've held it the longest, how many other wrestlers are like gunning for that title?
Pretty much, both of them. The entire fucking locker room. It's crazy now because every match I have pretty much is like 350 light tubes, panes of glass, scaffolding. So, it is. You don't, as much as you want to have the belt, you don't want to have the belt.
You don't have to keep going.
Right. How much fucking humanly possible can I absorb?
There's going to be one match. It's like, guess what? It's a Dubai.
It's a Dubai porta potty match. Like,
it's a Dubai porta potty match.
We were just talking about this on Shainer's podcast.
I wanted to look. I thought I was going to lose the belt during that porta potty match.
$30,000 minimum.
You know what? That's a good paycheck. That's a good pay. But you know what? I wouldn't lose the belts for that. I'd be like, yo, you get poop on me, I'm keeping the belts.
Now, would you rather have the Dubai porta potty match or the Japanese airliner match?
You know what? I think the Dubai porta potty match would just sell better. I think it would sell better. Don't get me wrong. The Japanese airliner match, that seems like a way more brutal match.
Sure.
And would probably put a lot of stress on both of us.
A lot of miles on you.
Put a lot of miles on
you.
My brain, my fuselage would be fucked by the end of it. But I think the poop match would sell. I think more
It would
people
look better on a graphic.
without a doubt,
would
dude.
look
The
better.
shirts would be amazing.
The shirts would be amazing. Like that, you know, remember that old metal up your ass Metallica thing
Yeah,
with the hand coming out of the toilet?
Oh my
Something
god!
like porta potty, you know, Dubai porta potty
I also
deathmatch.
imagine. You know, I also imagine like a graphic of a wrestler jumping off the top ropes,
Okay, yeah.
but spraying poop onto you. Like that's what.
Did you notice there's like a super influx? I love that people are using, there are at least some people out there using their skills for art, or at least, you know, on the computer.
Yeah.
Creating art with AI for the forces of evil. I've noticed a ton, or maybe it's just the algorithm I'm in, a ton of like superheroes blowing shit out of their
I
assholes.
know, it's amazing.
I like that. That's like, you know what? We have this power in our hands. What should we do with it? Dude, let's
You know
make
what?
the
Let's
Incredible Hulk
these-
shitting
yeah,
all over the
dude,
place.
Let's get fucking wild. One of my favorite things, and I've also said this a long time ago. I saw an AI art graphic of Godzilla shooting fire out of his ass, destroying
right.
a fucking town. Now, they never show either Godzilla or King Kong. Like in King Kong especially, I would have loved if in the remake with that Peter Jackson did, with all that cool CGI technology, just one scene of him throwing crap.
Yeah,
Just running
he's
down.
a monkey, for Christ's sake.
That's what I'm talking about. He's a great ape. If he threw poop from the Empire State Building
that would be
at a
amazing.
plane, just pepper that in and not like ever address it ever again. It's just
Right.
one thing. It's like, yeah, dude, we really going for realism here.
Or, you know, the camera, there's a scene, like a love scene of, you know, like smaller characters in the movie, and they just pan over to the King Kong and he's jerking off. You know, the monkeys jerk off and stare at you.
Or when he's climbing up, when he's climbing up, his
He's-
nuts
he's
go up against the window, and they're like,
Smear.
oh my
And there's like a
God.
slime smear.
It's like, why is that monkey in heat? He's trying to fuck that little girl. He's got a woman in his hand, and he can't even like do anything. What's the end game there? We don't even know.
I heard that -1 was pretty good.
-1 was great.
Say it.
And here's what I'll say about -1. -1 was great for two reasons. One, they did a really good job with the CGI, not making it so overblown.
Well, that's a Japanese film, correct? It's not an American.
It's not an American film. They did a great job with the CGI, not making it so fucking obnoxious. And two, I saw it with a friend of mine, and she was not like, you know, she's not, I would say, a Godzilla fan.
Okay.
I just wanted to see it. I was like,
Connoisseur, if you will.
yeah. I was like, yo, let's see Godzilla. I did appreciate that the monster that they made in that movie, they made him walk like the old Godzilla from the 19...
Like in the suit.
Dude, dead serious.
Oh, nice.
It was
I like that,
fucking
though.
awesome. And they paying homage to the guy who had to be in that suit, just like,
Right.
oh, shit. Like this.
For a 16-hour
sucks
film day.
all the time. And finding out that with the old Godzilla, the original Godzilla, the guy in the suit, that suit weighed over 250 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
And the guy in it could only do it for 20 to 25 minutes at a time, because inside the suit, the temperature would reach over 106 degrees.
Jesus God.
And he would just do it for as long as he could, and then he'd be like, get me the fuck out. But he wouldn't let anybody else do it.
And you know what's funny? No credit at all. Who the fuck knows who the guy was?
That guy
in
should
the
be
Godzilla suit.
That
right?
guy should be held to the highest regard
Right. At
all
least-
the time.
At least you know Kane Hodder was
I know.
Jason Voorhees.
You know, and it's like that guy should be
Yeah.
that guy should be on the fucking Mount Rushmore of fucking dudes in suits.
You even know that wasn't Van Damme supposed to be the original Predator?
He was supposed to be the original
Yeah.
Predator,
And then they got the black dude that's like 7 foot tall.
yeah, dude, that guy fucking ruled too.
Yeah, that guy was
What's
awesome.
that guy's name?
I don't know. Don't ask him. Manu Bowl.
7 foot tall black guy.
I don't know.
We'll put. You know what? We need a new Mount Rushmore of people we don't know.
In
That
costumes. for
one
movies.
guy who
Right.
was there that one time. I swear to God, I thought I knew who it was. Yeah, even I don't even know who the creature from the Black Lagoon was. The guy who played the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Right. I don't.
That guy probably hated his life.
You think he was like Lon Chaney's like side gig?
just like one guy's like, get in there.
Get Chaney in there again. He needs a fucking paycheck.
We'll give you another job. You got it?
The Predator suit, right?
Yeah, Predator guy.
His name's Kevin Peter Hall.
Kevin Peter
You know what?
Hall.
I feel like I remember that. God bless.
You're recognized, Kevin Peter Hall.
On the End podcast.
On the End podcast is the only place you will ever hear.
Do with that as you will.
It was 7-3.
7-3.
7-3. That
is
good.
obnoxious.
And, you know what? Never mind. You know, he moved very well for a 7'3" Usually
guy.
you could tell they're like fucking.
Seriously,
90.
did you ever see Manute Bol swimming in a pool?
No, but
it's the most unnerving motherfucking thing you've ever seen.
I like how you didn't acknowledge my Manute Bol, and then you reset Manute Bol. So I was like, maybe he didn't remember Manute Bol.
I heard it.
I get it.
I heard it.
Thank you for remembering it. Thank you for remembering.
You think I don't listen, Shlak? I'm listening the whole fucking time.
I didn't even know the podcast started, let alone listening to what I'm saying.
Dude, you want to hear a fucking wild thing about Manute Bol? My buddy Sean, and I've said it before on my old podcast, and I'll say it again. It is one of the funniest things. Like just the way that he saw this go down, and then my buddies, I wish he was here to deliver it. My buddy Sean, he worked in South Carolina, right outside of Paris Island, on a very small, little town. He worked at a very big country club. And one day Tom Berenger comes in, and everyone's like crowding around Tom Berenger, as you do.
It's Vice Principal.
Dude,
it's
that movie? The Substitute. But I was like, dude, yo, Sergeant Barnes. Fuck yeah, dude. I was like, dude, that's fucking awesome. And he's like, Tom Berenger, massive dude, huge dude. I'm like, fucking cool. He's like, yeah, then there was something going on with the NBA playoffs, and I didn't know that Tom Berenger was like a big, basketball guy. And they're going on and on about like the new stars and all this shit. And then they're like, he's like, yeah, I was in for the 92 Dream Team, and I saw those guys, and he's like, I've interacted with so-and-so and so-and-so. And then someone was like, yeah, so you were like in the locker room a lot with those guys, like any weird shenanigans? What's the craziest thing you've seen in locker rooms or like behind the scenes? And my buddy Sean was like, dude, without skipping a beat, Tom Berenger takes a drink from his glass. He goes, well, I saw Manute Bol tie his dick in a knot. And then just goes right back to drinking. Everyone's like, not what I thought you were going to say.
What happens in the locker room stays in the locker room.
Seeing Manute Bol tie his dick in a knot has got to be one of the craziest things you could ever see in your life.
Now, the real question is, you remember how, like, Andre the Giant, when he would go in hotel rooms, you ever see those stories where he had the shit in the tub because he couldn't fit on a toilet? Now, do you think Manute Bol also had the shit in the tub?
Dude, I wonder how...
I like to think all NBA centers have the shit in tubs.
Seriously, I wonder how long his shits were. That's like the longest shit you could ever take.
Manute Bol shits are probably...
They're probably
huge. Long and thin, though.
That's what I'm saying.
They're probably real thin
wiry shits.
Real wiry
shits.
He's got like fucking linguine shits.
He's got angel hair pasta in the bowl. He's like, I can't flush it. I clogged it again. It wasn't girth, it was volume. I've got so much shit coming out of my body.
Like a soft serve cone.
Dude,
like a real
I
fine
bet
one.
It's like one of those things where you wonder how big those guys shit. And Andre the Giant having this shit in a tub, and then I can't remember what plane flight it was on that he had to shit on a tarp basically because he couldn't fit in the bathroom on a plane.
How awesome do you think? I mean, at first that was probably like, oh my God, I'm embarrassed. But then after a while, it was probably such commonplace that he's like, dude, I gotta shit. I'm gonna shit here in a tarp on the plane.
I guarantee Andre the Giant at that point just didn't care. He's like, you got to start building me planes. He's like, he got to like, come on. He's like, I'm Andre the Giant.
That's awesome,
dude. Shitting like that, and also the other funny thing I heard about the Giant, and I don't know if it's totally true, but I want to believe it's true.
If you repeat it enough, it's true.
Apparently, the Giant, because he was so huge, his drinking, he drank like...
Oh, he has the record of like 101 beers.
Yeah, just like so much. But apparently he drank so much one night, he came into the lobby of a hotel and passed out in the middle of the lobby. And he was so gigantic, no one could move him.
Yeah.
So they just put a sheet over top of him.
He's a table now.
And then told everybody that it was an art installation or furniture. So they would just go around it. And then apparently he started waking up and he was covered in a sheet and he was pissed off. And he was like tear-assing through the lobby covered in a sheet. He's like, dude, that's the time to be alive.
People are putting their wine glasses on his back. And
my God.
All of a sudden, the table's alive.
Kicking their legs up like, this is pretty fucking good.
The table's alive.
We ready for the messages? Hell yeah, dude.
All right.
Grab those goddamn cans. Man, this has been amazing. We've covered so much ground.
We didn't even start the podcast.
Now we
That's the
haven't
crazy
been
part.
recording at all.
We didn't even know we were recording yet.
Trainer. All right. So, thinking what ways I can incorporate the hit sitcom Home Improvement to sex. And besides the obvious grunts of the all that shit, I was thinking, like, besides, there's no other sensual song in this world than the theme song to Home Improvement. That shit goes fucking hard. But I was also thinking about eating snatch, and while half my face is covered up, start giving advice like I'm Wilson. But I don't know, maybe hollering out like more power or something of the sort, Also, I gotta find a woman that's got a real good Tim Allen fetish. All right, any ideas will be helping. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Dude, honestly, I wish he would just be like, also gotta find a woman. Like, he's got all these things planned out. He's like, and this is the way it's gonna be. I love my wife whenever I get married. I love my wife. Yeah, I mean, the Wilson thing was when you said, like, not doing some typical shit that Tim Allen would do. But I was going to say, if you were going to go Wilson, you could just spy on your neighbors from the backyard. Just like, hey there, neighbor, just while they're going at it. You could do that. But the other thing you could do a deep cut. You could fuck your girlfriend or wife as Tim Allen and then later start crying that they're going to die of cancer, like that one powerful episode where JTT gets in. Remember that episode?
Wasn't he like Tim Allen's like a terrible drunk?
Oh, he was a huge drunk.
Yeah.
He was a huge drunk. Also, his mugshot when he got busted for blow is pretty great.
Yeah, those are all-time mugshots.
Those are great. I also really did enjoy, even though he was a dumb wiener, Bill Gates' mugshot.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's like one of those.
Who would arrest him? He couldn't pay off the cop.
I think it was when he was younger, and I don't know what he did. I hope it was a Dubai porta potty. I hope he was getting busted for shitting on somebody.
He was the recipient of a Japanese airliner.
His grin in the picture is like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Maybe he did a Manhattan transfer with the dude from IBM.
Yeah, IBM inside you.
Oh,
That's the way. We got there.
There we go.
We got it. We got one more message. God damn it.
Trainer. All right.
That's Zay1. Dylan, you're doing great.
Hey, so I leased a roof canoe from Shaner Co., division of Shaner Industries, and I was wondering about the roof slut situation. Do I pay for the roof sluts in total, like a street, and, it's like Bitcoin all over again? Or is it more of like a standard lease rate? Anyway, you don't even have to get back to me. I'm just posing.
You don't say. You don't have to get back to me. You don't say. You don't say, really. Did he leave his number? Hey, dude, about that roof slut thing you're saying, I didn't think you would get back to me.
It's like, you know what? I don't even give a shit.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't even know the phone was. I didn't even know I dialed. I don't give a fuck anymore. No, the roof canoes and the porch sluts and the roof sluts. Honestly, if you get the canoe, it should come with sluts. If you didn't get sluts with the canoe, then I don't know what to tell you. That's a delivery thing. You know what that is? That's people stealing your fucking packages. That's someone pirating your sluts right off your goddamn porch. That's what that is.
Dude, how about the fucking people that there's people going out wearing fake Amazon outfits and driving behind the Amazon truck,
Dude.
and going and grabbing the packages right after they drop them off. Like, God, I love the, you know what's here you go. Let me raise I see your asshole and I raise you one dickhead.
You know what's ironic? They ordered those Amazon outfits off of Amazon.
That's
the even craziest thing. They ordered those Amazon outfits and packages off of Amazon to rob Amazon. The circle is wild.
The circle is complete.
It's just insane. And that's why, like, you know, a lot of the times, like, I'll get stuff delivered to my house, and I think I've only had like one thing stolen. And I don't even think it was stolen. I think like they just never delivered it, but I was still pissed the fuck off. But watching people like follow an Amazon man, just like, yeah, we're taking it.
How's that saying go? Is it necessity is the mother of invention?
Is
that how
is that it?
Is that how that saying goes?
It might
well,
be.
Guess what? You know what? That's a new fucking goddamn saying. We're coining here on the End Podcast with Brian Shaner.
We coined it.
We coined it. Dude.
Necessity is the mother of invention.
Mother of invention.
I will give it to him. That's like Ocean's 11 style fucking
robbing
thievery.
the bank, and I work there.
They're just like showing up and like, we need to get the Amazon outfits. Why? Because we need these flat screens.
It's a $72 fucking
We're
investment.
going to split it 4 ways.
$72 investment.
It's also like, what do you do? Like, you know, you don't know what's in the packages when you take them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what the fuck is in there. I guess you can resell anything.
But dude, it's like Christmas every day when they go home. They're like, yes.
Yeah, but
you're like, what do we got here? We got lingerie. We got lingerie.
Yo, who's on dialysis?
What if you go?
He's like, I got some stuff.
What
here.
if you steal the Amazon package and it's Amazon outfits that you're stealing with the Amazon? It's like Amazon theft inception.
That would be, you're like, oh,
like these motherfuckers are trying to get in on our shit here.
Like, we got to take them anyway.
Yo.
Dude, Amazon gangs would be sick.
Dude, it's the future.
Stay out of our territory.
Right. Amazon Blue versus Amazon Red.
Here. You know what? And that's where, you know, we need Amazon drivers to dress like Judge Dredd. We need Dredd Amazon drivers. That would be sick.
Oh, they should. I hope they make a part 2 of that one with the dude from The Boys.
Oh, dude, Dredd ruled. Yeah. How fucking good was Dredd?
That was awesome, dude. The slow-mo and how about the villain is a fucking abused hooker.
Oh, I know. Who bit off a dude's dick.
Yo, dude, sign me up for part 2.
Yes, dude.
Sign me up for part 2. Was her name Mama?
Mama.
Sign me up.
Everything about that movie ruled.
It was phenomenal. That's one of the best like comic movies ever, I think.
It was way better. Did you ever see Judge Dredd with Stallone?
Not as good. Not as good.
Dude, and I remember seeing that when I was a kid, and I didn't know really anything about Judge Dredd because I'd never read the comic book. I was like, this is just kind of odd.
It made me not want to read the comic book.
Yeah, I was like, this is kind of weird and dumb.
How the second one, the remake, whatever you want to call that one, was so good, it made me want to try a drug that doesn't even exist.
Dude, slow-mo is out of control.
Like, how about they would hit him with the slow-mo?
And then throw him off the building.
So their death would feel like 2 hours. Whoa. Genius writer. Hello, genius writer.
It's amazing. Also, imagine slow-mo while taking a shit.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, no.
Your asshole is 2 inches wide for 2 hours.
Slow-mo is the worst. Dude, I'll tell you what, slow-mo is the worst prison drug. There's nothing
they
you
rape you
want.
With slow-mo, or not date rape. They prison rape you.
Dude, imagine getting slow-mo and then this guy's like,
dude. A whole cell, a whole block.
Dude.
A whole block.
You'll never get out of that.
A whole block of Manu bowls, dude.
You know, it's also...
Dude.
Could you imagine?
Like
you get sent to prison, it's nothing but Manu bowls. Like,
30,
God damn it.
12-inch thin dicks.
They actually tie your neck in a knot with their dick and hang you from it. They're like, you fucking
there's no way Manu bowl has a real thick cock, right?
No, it's probably...
It's
got to be... It's thin and rope-like.
I hope so.
Yeah, you don't
if he's got a gigantic... Right.
I don't need to know
how many
that.
awesome points can you give one person for
I don't need to know that Manute Bowl has a meat bat down there.
No.
I don't need to know that. It'd be worse if if they showed him like shooting a jump shot and you see the tip of his dick coming out of it. I'd be like, oh,
God damn it.
no.
God damn it.
Damn it, no.
God damn it.
It would also be great, though, I'll take it, if they just found out, it's like, no, he doesn't have a big dick, but his balls are gigantic. Like, his balls are so comically big. I would be okay with that. I'll take that.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow Manute Bol to have the biggest balls on the fucking planet.
That's a twist.
As long as his dick isn't the size of a fucking tree limb. I don't fucking need that shit. I don't need to wake up knowing that.
It's like a twist. What's the best? What's the best movie? You know, like the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Oh, the best
where they have the twist at the end. What's the best movie with a twist at the end?
Oh my God.
I know mine is. I think.
What is yours?
You ever see a Serbian film?
Yeah.
Where they make the guy fuck his own son. That's the biggest twist ever, I think. Like, oh, gotcha. That's actually your son. You're fucking up the ass right now. That's a twist, bro.
That's quite a twist.
That is quite a twist. And you know what? In the movie, he was a poor.
I was waiting for someone who's like, you'll never see it coming.
In the movie, oh, that kid didn't see that coming. I'll tell you that. In the movie, the guy was a porn star too, so he had he had a piece on him.
Yeah.
So how do you get over that speed bump later in life? Like, say that was a real scenario.
Yeah.
How are holidays after that?
Probably bad.
Is it hard to look at your son in the eyes?
You know what? You probably just don't
vehemently fucked his ass.
You just don't say anything about it.
Right.
It's
kind of like Dubai with Shayna.
Yeah, you're just like, you just don't.
I don't want to go back there.
We don't talk about it. It's like, how did you get? Like, how's your relationship with your father? I don't even know. I don't know anything about it.
He's just there.
He's just there. I come home from school. I do my homework. We don't talk at all, ever. No eye contact. Dinners are hard. Doesn't really matter. We're not even going to talk about the holidays ever. That would be, I'm trying to think of like the best twist I ever saw at the end. Oh, you know what? It wasn't a twist. It was just like a really good morose ending. Did you ever see Speak No Evil?
Speak No Evil. Is that with Kane?
No, that's another. I think that's See No Evil.
See No Evil. Okay.
I think that's See No Evil.
I got my No Evil.
You fucked up on the No Evil. It's not a twist. It's just like the ending is so.
Oh wait, is that the one where there's like they can't talk because of the monster?
No, that's
thing?
A Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place.
See,
okay. I'm all fucked up here.
The speaks are different.
Okay.
So this is it's like a Danish film about this family.
I feel like I saw it.
It's new. It was on Amazon, and you know what? When I ordered that movie, another guy wearing with an Amazon subscription stole my movie. I was like, "You fucking piece of shit!" But it's a Danish film. I would suggest subtitles because sometimes those Danes start talking. I don't know what the fuck they're saying.
Weird.
They are speaking English, but then they're just like, just shut up.
Right.
Just speak fluently or shut the fuck up. And then. So basically, this family with their son meet another couple on this like couples retreat, basically, and then the other couple's like, "Hey, you guys are having a good time. When this is all said and done, why don't you just come back? Like, we'll get together. We'll have like I own this like fucking chateau up in this goddamn mountain. It's beautiful. It's serene. Our daughter will be there. Bring your son. They can play together." And it turns out that the couple that invites this other couple with their son, their daughter is like mute. Because she had an accident.
Is that where the Speak No Evil comes in?
Yeah, because she had an accident and her tongue has been severed.
Okay.
So then, and I don't want to ruin the whole movie, but I might as well just ruin the fucking. I'll fucking ruin the whole movie. So it turns out that this couple that had the daughter with the severed tongue, basically that is not their daughter, and they keep going to these couples retreats, getting two people to come up with their son, and then they abduct the new kid into their life and kill the couple and then go back and do it again.
So it's like an Epstein Island type deal, but with no tongues.
But no tongues. I guess it's like I guess the blowjobs are whack.
Well, yeah, they're probably terrible. It's all teeth.
It's all a teethy blowjob.
She gummed me to death, dude. Come on, guy.
Could you imagine one guy getting tried for the Epstein Island? He's like, "Look, I didn't get anything because I knew it was going to be the worst blowjobs of my life. I didn't want any of that shit. I stayed away from that island. Crap ass
Didn't
island."
they just release like a whole bunch of names?
They did.
I didn't read the list or anything, but was anyone of interest in?
So, from what I heard about the list, one it's been
Didn't Cat Williams like say a bunch of shit?
He did, but he didn't go over anybody like really on the island for the most part. He was just like talking about how like certain celebrities are doing some fucked up things. As far as the list goes, I know that every time they put out a list, one, it's been different. Two, it's been doctored. So they're just like people. You can add whoever you want to this list,
right.
which is great because I've been adding my friends.
Yeah,
to the list. Like, yo, I can't believe you.
I cannot
dude.
believe you were on that island.
What are you doing here? I also appreciate
You know about them tunnels too, don't you? You know about them fucking tunnels.
Actually, there are people's names, and then in parentheses says Jew tunnels as
Jew
well.
tunnel.
He's like, yo, I knew this
Jew
guy.
tunnel.
But there's names on the list, on the Epstein Island's list, that it like says deceased, like it'll be a name person, it'll say that they're dead or not. And then there's some that just say like cook. Like it's just like a guy's like, I wasn't doing anything.
Sure, God.
I was just making eggs Benedict. And I should have known because of all the Mickey Mouse pancakes I was making.
Right.
Something was going on here.
So I have a list pulled up.
Oh, man. Name the best name.
See, there's a lot of names, but the ones that everybody is talking about is Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
I saw, I don't know if it was on Facebook or a tweet or something. Someone goes, if you get molested by Stephen Hawking, that's on you.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Right. If that guy molests you, that's on you, bro.
Then again, imagine Stephen Hawking just sitting there like, shake it.
Yeah, nice,
shake
nice.
it. Shake it. That was the most unnerving to hear Stephen Hawking have
absolutely.
sex. I think it's just
I don't even
terrible.
think I could get a hard on if I heard Stephen Hawking's robot voice. I don't care if I was on the island or not. I don't know.
Take it all.
Take it all.
Take it all down. Oh, no.
Steve, sign language,
Jesus
brother.
Christ. Who was the other one?
The other one's David Copperfield.
Oh, no.
what?
He made their innocence disappear.
But those were like,
I can make this child's asshole disappear.
those are the ones that everybody's pointing out, that everybody's just kind of claiming definitely did it.
Sure.
But there's pretty big names on this list.
Yeah, it's like
By the Independent.
my favorite thing about the Epstein Island, though, I'll tell you this.
Listen, of all the things that happened at the Epstein Island and just the island itself,
Honestly,
my favorite thing
about all of it, honestly, price point, cheap to go to. It's very easy to get there. My favorite thing is that, growing up, my heroes that I had, like
David Copperfield,
are people that, like, you didn't. Like, I didn't really give a shit about, like, don't get me wrong, it's a bummer that Stephen Hawking is on that list.
Sure, I like black holes.
Who doesn't? He did. He sure as hell did.
Little ones.
I wonder if he made those jokes, man. He had to.
Hey, kid, I'm about to enter your event horizon.
Oh, no. Is it Steven?
No, it's back from the dead.
He's calling. He's like, you fucking son of a bitch.
I can't believe
How dare you?
you know if it has anything to do with computers or podcasts.
Oh, man.
I'm listening.
That would be the worst, too, is like, like say, what's funny? When my grandma died, she was the biggest fan of Joe Paterno and like loved Penn State football.
No way. No way.
Loved Penn State football her whole life.
Nana had a bad year, dude.
Whole life.
She was a big Nittany Lions fan.
Loved it her whole life. So then when she was like in and out of like the nursing home for dementia, she was like on her, like it was her last year alive. The whole scandal with Penn State was happening, and they were like doing a good job at the nursing home not to play any of that shit, not to know. And I remember like when she would come over, like they would let her out. We would have like, Christmas and Thanksgiving. She would be over, and my mom would be like, don't bring up anything about it. Just don't say anything that would blow. Your grandma's head will explode. She won't be able to deal with it. And then when she did die, for the longest time, it was like, okay, Sandusky's a piece of shit. All this is terrible. Holy fuck. But there was still that glimmer of hope that Joe Pa didn't know anything.
Right.
And everyone was like, all right, at least Joe Paterno's still like, in the clear.
He's all right. Everyone around him.
And then she died. And then I think a couple months later, Joe Paterno died. And then it got exposed that Joe Paterno knew everything about what was going on. And I remember telling my mom, I was like,
she died at the right time.
I was like, how bummed do you think my mom's gonna be like when she gets to heaven? What do you think's gonna
Joe,
bum her out
I've been
more?
waiting for Joe.
Yeah, what do you think's gonna bum her out more? That Joe Paterno isn't there, or the reason Joe Paterno isn't there? What do you think's gonna bum her out more if she's like, what do you mean Joe isn't here? What do you mean he's not here? He did what? What?
I supported that goddamn team
The whole time. Dude, she loved the Nittany Lions her whole life. And it's like, damn, dude, right at the end of her life, and it was such a luck of the draw that she was too, like, her mind was not in any capacity to recognize what was going on. And I always do wonder, like, man, if that had happened in, like, the mid-90s, I wonder how she would have reacted
It wouldn't have been
to
good.
any of this shit.
It wouldn't have been
And
good.
I really do think she would have been like those people who, like, you know, protested out front of the courthouse when, like, Michael Jackson was on trial, you know? Like, I could definitely see my grandmother not believing one word. Like, no way. Joe Paterno would never do that. Ever.
Did you see the Michael Jackson documentary thing?
Which
where they
one?
interviewed the kids.
Oh, you're talking about leaving Neverland? Dude.
Yeah, like one guy's like, he would make me stand in the corner and he would stare at my anus. He made me pull my pants down. I'm like, Mike stealing my shit. Mike Jackson stealing my shit.
He's stealing my moves.
I stare at little kids' assholes, but
you know, I like to do that.
Right,
it's
right,
like,
no.
you know, that's the weirdest thing is finding out, you know, Mike Jackson likes the same type of butt eating you like. It's
Yeah.
like that's no good. It's like, yo, Michael Jackson really likes to eat butt. I'm like, I like to eat butt.
ass too. I've been ass eater since way
Damn
back.
it.
4 was cool.
Yeah, I was like,
Now all of a
you know
sudden-
what? Even before Michael Jackson was doing it. I swear
I don't know.
to
He's
God.
kind of a pioneer.
Nah, he's an OG, dude.
He's a pioneer.
He's been doing it.
If he made little kids that are full grown adults now, as adults, may stand in the corner and spread their asshole so he could jerk off and look at them from across the room.
I mean, geez.
You can't make that up.
Bummer.
That dude didn't go.
I did say that, like,
the guy was crying and shit.
that's what I had said before. What is it? Wade Robson and Jordan Safechuck, I think, are the two dudes.
How do you know they're
Because I watched those documentaries and it was like, this is out of control.
It was crazy.
Like, this is so nuts. And there were people like, they're lying, they're making it up, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, if they are lying, both of those men should be given an Academy Award for Best Actor ever.
Sure.
If they're lying, they nailed it. Like, they nailed all of the nuance to someone who's been molested by a celebrity to a point of having their entire world warped. They did a whole lot of method acting, I'll tell you that much. I don't know what the fuck, how you could be like, no, those guys are lying. I don't think they're lying that much.
Yeah. I mean, you know what's funny? It's like when you go back and you look back, you know, I guess when Michael Jackson was doing his thing, when he had maybe the later on period, he kind of looked differently. But, you know, when he had the glove on, that Michael Jackson, the middle Jackson.
Yeah.
When he was doing that.
Before he got totally bad.
Yeah. You didn't, you know, really hit him with he looks like a child molester at that point.
Oh.
You know, but isn't it funny when you go back and look back in time, people just look like kid touchers. Like John Wayne Gacy looked like a kid toucher. Michael Jackson looked like a kid toucher. David Copperfield looks like a kid toucher.
I guess he does now.
Like David Copperfield looks like a
You know, when you
kid
now
toucher.
that you mention it, Stephen Hawking,
Right, exactly.
that fucking half robot looked like somebody who diddled a kid.
He looked, dude, I call it like I sees it,
That
brother.
is you know what is crazy? I don't think Michael Jackson's even on that Epstein list, is he? That's the most ironic
That
thing.
blows my mind. Well, you know what?
Because he had Neverland Ranch. He had a whole
He had his
ranch.
own island,
on
for
it.
Christ's sake.
Oh, is he on it? Damn it.
Oh, my.
You know, Mike,
Is he really? There's no fucking way. Michael Jackson.
you didn't need to do that. You had a whole crop of kids.
But what do you think when Mike Jackson first
Mike Jackson.
got linked? What do you think when he first got linked up with Epstein, you know, when he was like, when Mike Jackson's like, I got my own thing going over here. Epstein's like, yo, dude, you will come to my island, brother. And you think Neverland Ranch? This is like Neverland,
Jeffrey,
fucking Field of Dreams, brother.
I'm telling you right now, Jeffrey, I don't really need what you're selling me. I got everything working out all right here.
Come to the island. You hook up with the Clintons. Fly over here.
Oh, Bill?
Yeah.
I'll be on that. I always wanted to meet a president and fuck a child right after. That's wild.
But, you know.
Here's what this is the thing I don't understand. The thing I've never understood about ultra elite, super rich, super powerful people having sex with children.
Kind of hard to wrap your head around, right?
It is, because you could easily just not do that. You could easily be like, yo, I have a thing for like younger chicks. What's young? I like, 20-year-olds are pretty fucking tight.
9.
Wait, did you say 9?
Yeah.
No, I couldn't.
You know what? I think it's like the whole, when like CEOs of companies go on like webcam girls or whatever, and they like, down talk them and make them eat their own shit and stuff, because they get yes to death all day, every day, and they have a lot of power. So they go to like dominatrixes, and the girls, they put them in their place. It's probably like that. They have millions of dollars. They're like, you know what? I could fuck all the pussy I want. Listen, I'm trying to help the guys out here.
I get what you're trying to do, but in my head, it's like, man, I worked so hard this year. I netted in $14.6 billion.
I fucked all these chicks. You know what I need?
I've been to everywhere in the world.
You know what I need, Shaner? You know what I need, brother?
I need to relax on an island, maybe be serviced by a 9-year-old. I don't know. But my whole thing is where you could just be like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to donate some of that money. You know what? I'm just going to maybe fix Flint, Michigan's drinking water.
Feel good about myself. I
don't know. I could do that. No. Have sex with a 9-year-old, you maniac.
I'll drop a couple mil at Epstein Island.
No.
Didn't they had like chairs, like dentist chairs with like, shackles and shit? They were saying, I was like reading a thing on it, and the orderlies would clean them. They were like, yeah, we kind of figured something weird was happening.
Sure.
When you were cleaning the dentist chairs in the living room.
Yeah, they were just like, I didn't really, I don't ask a lot of questions. I just collect I'm making minimum wage here on this island. I don't make a lot of money here.
Dude.
I also think that, like, say you're a billionaire. Say you're a billionaire. Instead of having sex with children, you could just make the coolest Thundercats movie anything ever.
Anything.
You'd be like, yo, I know we've been having these crap-ass movies for a while. Check this shit out. It's like, yes.
Wasn't Wesley Snipes supposed to be Panthro?
He was supposed to be Panthro.
For some reason, I was just reading something about that recently.
He was supposed to be Panthro. They greenlit that movie, and I think they shot some of it, and then it never got released. It was right around the same time. Remember when they made the first Fantastic Four movie?
Yes.
Right around that same time.
Did you see the poster for Demolition Man 2? Stallone looks like a 80-year-old melted candle. Wesley Snipes, black don't crack. He looks exactly the same.
Of course he does.
He looks exactly the same.
You can't. There's a reason he's called Simon Phoenix. He rises from the ashes,
Demolition Man was awesome.
Demolition Man fucking rules.
And it was also like Idiocracy. It fucking predicted the goddamn future.
How pussified is all of Cocteau's goddamn creation?
Dude.
Fucking San Angeles. Yeah. Fuck you.
You get the violations for cursing.
For cursing. And shit. Dude, I love. For a long time, I wanted to do in my house. I wanted to build a small shelf with 3 seashells on it. Just be like, what is that? It's like, you don't know how to use the 3 shells. You don't even know what that movie is, Dylan.
I mean, I'd like to think that Stallone is smart enough that in Demolition Man 2, they revisit the 3 seashells.
I hope that they got it.
Is Sandra Bullock in it? How does she look still?
First off,
I feel like she's one of those girls like Fran Drescher that's still
probably a piece. However, I'm telling you right now, Demolition Man and Speed is Sandra Bullock at her hottest. It's not even in my mind. It's not even an argument. Demolition Man, she's the hottest chick on the fucking planet in that goddamn movie.
Is she married at all? Because she used to fuck that Jesse James guy. No. So that makes me think I have a chance with her.
She was married to a guy and then he died.
So if do you think Sandra Bullock? Good, he died. Maybe
Yeah.
Maybe the guy that
Maybe
she got
get
now
in there.
died too.
Get in there. You know what you need to do?
You know what? Do you think
Show up to Sandra Bullock's place with both belts and be like, you don't know,
Do you think
bitch.
she listens to the End podcast by Ryan Shaner?
I would love to find out what one obscure, very super big celebrity listens to this.
How awesome would it be if, like, a month down the road? How about awesome would it be? A month down the road, I'm like, yo, Shane. I'm like, what's up, brother? I ain't seen you in a little bit, dude. Yo, did you know I started dating Sandra Bullock?
Sandra
She
Bullock.
was tuned into the show and she heard me talk about how she was. She was like, oh, Shlak. It's awesome. And so we met through your show,
It's
bro.
wild, dude.
We met through your show. Isn't that crazy?
We got you, dude. You got to come to Hollywood right now. She's got a sister who looks just like her, dude.
Right. Luckily, dude, she listens to the show. She's an avid listener.
She was hot. She was hot, and she's horny for you right now, dude.
Brother.
You know what? We're gonna get you in with the fucking Zoe Kravitz right now, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. She's so hot. She listens right now. That would be the best day of my life to find out, just not even like a super famous celebrity, but just like a very obscure, like Dave Coulier from Full House.
Right.
Just like finding out that he's like all about it would be like, yo, what? Like, that's the guy?
I don't mean to rewind a little bit, but Dave Coulier looks like he might have been the Epstein Island.
Oh, dude.
So,
that's another thing. Finding out like even obscure celebrities somehow got on the island.
right.
Nobody
Do you think
wants that.
It cut it out. Meant all the secrets in his closet. That's what he meant to cut out.
You know what he probably also did? He probably showed up.
He probably did a lot of things.
He probably showed up with that fucking puppet, and he was like, "Do you want to taste my word? Do you want to put my word in your mouth?" They're like, "Please, Dave."
I mean, Dave is so good with the kids here on the island.
Dave, stop, please. Leave the puppet at home. Don't bring the puppet. Have sex with all the kids you want, but leave the puppet back at home.
Yeah, listen,
we don't need it.
Dave, we don't mind what you do with the kids. It's not that weird. But when you do the puppet thing, it weirds me out, bro.
Well, come on, man. You don't like when I do that?
It's just not normal.
You don't like when I tell you to suck my word?
It's just not normal, Dave.
Come on, Jeff. Seriously, cut it out. Okay, I'll stop. For you, I'll stop. Yeah, I would love to also find out that somehow Jack Nicholson listens to this. Just
I like
one person, just like, who?
Jack's the man.
Jack, dude, I would again go back to be putting that. I would put that on my resume. Be like, yeah, maybe you don't know me, but Jack Nicholson apparently listens to my.
Through the End by Ryan Shaner.
I don't know if you. I don't know.
I mean, dude, if you just can't keep sending it to his Instagram like every single day for 3 years, well, finally, like, I got it. All right, this fucking guy.
Right.
Dude, I got a funny story.
Just keep emailing Jack Nicholson.
Right. I got a funny story. Do you know who Engelbert Humperdinck is? Have you ever heard of that guy?
Engelbert Humperdinck.
He was a he was a lounge singer.
Yeah.
Kind of like it's not unusual.
Yeah,
that fucking guy.
That's Tom Jones.
Tom Jones, kind of like that guy, Engelbert Humperdinck. He was also like a couple years back. He was on the Emerald Peanuts commercial. He's on one of them. But anyway, Engelbert Humperdinck.
One commercial.
Yeah, when I was an infant, right? This is a real story. This is a fucking shoot. When I was an infant, my mom was flying on the plane with me, right? And I wouldn't stop crying. And she just happened to be on the same flight as Engelbert Humperdinck. So Engelbert Humperdinck came up to my mom and was like, "Let me see the boy."
No
way! I swear, this is real. My mom told me the story. And Engelbert Humperdinck was like, "Let me see the boy." And I picked me up and I stopped crying. Now, all right, that's a cool story, fun and all. Now, I've always been thinking, I think I should contact Engelbert Humperdinck as an adult now and be like, "Hey, brother, you remember me? Remember me on the plane? You held me as an infant and I stopped crying? I just wanted to, you don't recognize me at all. You don't recognize me at all?
Just you
covered
in blood.
Hey, yeah. Hey, Engelbert. Yo, brother, do I strike a chord? Do you remember this face at all?
I just want to thank you.
You don't remember me at all. You don't remember my face?
Really?
At all? Airplane? Early 80s.
I just want to let you know I credit both of these belts in having the longest reign as a champion.
Right.
To you holding me as a baby once.
You taught me not to cry.
Man,
as a man. You taught me not to cry, and now I have no feelings. And now I roll around in glass for money. Because of you, Engelbert. Because you taught me not to cry. You told me crying was weak. You told me it was weak. and it was unmanly. So now I roll around in glass of money and I have no feeling.
The guy who taught you all about manliness was named Engelbert Humperdinck. Holy shit. This has been the End Podcast with Ryan Shaner. Shlak, thank you so much for being on the fucking show.
No problem, dude.
Make sure you call the hotline, 833-443-5300. We will address any comment, question, concern, or, 90s television sex reference you want us to go after. Thank you so much. Later.